What's going on, guys? My name is Brian and I'm a DV lottery winner. I won the DV lottery in 2023 and now I currently live in the United States of America. So in this video we're going to talk about how was the medical exam, what is going on at a medical exam, how is it, are they gonna search me, are they gonna inject me, are they gonna whatever. So when you play DV lottery and you win a DV lottery and then you waited for your invitation to your interview, after you have received that invitation to your interview letter, you're going to be expected to go to a medical exam. So now, depending on your country, you might have different rules. I don't know how it works. The link down below in the description, you can search for your country. You're going to see the specific rules. But now I'm talking in the case of Cameroon or other West African countries. So the documents, that's what I want to say, the document that you're going to bring your passport. That's the first document that you're going to bring. Then you're going to bring your appointment letter. So that's basically like your interview letter. You're going to bring that. You're going to bring your international vaccination card. So that's the yellow fever card. Oh yeah, right there. This card right there. So you're going to bring that. Then the next one is hospital book. If you have a hospital book when you've been like frequent to the hospital, you want to bring that document too, because they're gonna check. I didn't bring that. Now you want to bring 4 pictures, 4 like passport size pictures, just for their documentation. Now you're gonna write on a piece of paper the US address of your host that you're gonna go to, and you're gonna put your email address or their email address on there. And that's just for documentation purposes. The next document, because money is document, that you're gonna bring is a fee of 145,000 francs. I don't know if the fee changed, but that's the price that I paid, 145,000. Now what you need to know is that there's a specific center appointed by the US Embassy. So you don't just go anywhere. There's like specific medical centers that you want to go to. So the next document in the list is your birth certificate. So with your birth certificate, vaccination card for your children if you have children. So they say no food restriction for this exam, so you're free to eat whatever you want to eat. That's a trap, guys. Do not eat food. That's a trap. Do not eat food. Do not risk and go ahead and eat. Then they're gonna be like, oh, we found this in your body. Do not do that. The exams are done 3 weeks before the appointment date. So if your interview is, I don't know, January 1st, you want to do your exam 3 weeks before that. And then back there, the COVID-19 vaccination was required. So I don't know if it's still required now. But yeah, if it's still required, you need to have the vaccination done and you need to have those documents with you when you go there. And now, my story. So how was it? So I went in there, like I said, it was a beautiful day. I went with my brother, we sat, we waited for a while, and I was called up for the first part of the exam. So as a male, I had to do a urine test. So I went in and pee in a bottle or whatever, urinate in a bottle or whatever. So they took that. The next thing is that I think I gave blood for a blood test. So I think they took blood from my pinky finger or whatever. They took blood off of that. And I think I got injected against hepatitis B, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I know I got injected. So they injected me. So after all those like practical part, I went now to see the main medical doctor. So it was me and him. Is it me or him? Oh, it was a female. That was crazy. It was a female. But anyways, so I went in there. We sat together. She was asking me questions like my age, my life, what do I do? And then she made me do an eye test, like reading test. So she was showing me letters with, like, you know what an eye test is. I shouldn't be explaining that to you. But anyways, you have to read numbers and see how far you can read. Guess what? I can read as far as you can think. Guess, yeah, I can read. I can see what you're doing right now. But anyways, so that was it. Then she asked me, remove your shirt. I was like, ma'am, we're not gonna do this. She said, yeah, unfortunately. Because I know I heard stories about that. I was like, dang, that's what people do. And I was like, oh. Then yeah, that's what she did. She said, remove your shirt, and I removed it. And then I thought that was it. She said, pants down. God. But anyways, hey, you're trying to travel to America, so you got to do what it takes. So yeah, then I had to lay down on I don't know, medical bed or whatever to do a cough test where you cough and she checks your back or whatever. Then she checked my bones. I don't know what she was looking for, but she checked my bones, whatever, my back, whatever. But now I'm gonna say this: when you have a male doctor with you, guys, I'm talking to the guys. When you have a male doctor with you, he's gonna check that. You know what I'm talking about. He's gonna check that. So just know that. Now on, he's gonna check that. So clean it before you go there. But anyways, she did not do anything. That's what she did, and she was like, "Okay, you're good." I had to wait for a couple of time. I think I left. Then I had to come back. I think the same day of Puri, 2 days or 3 days after. So they gave us an envelope with documents for the airport and documents for the interview. So the interview, you're gonna give those documents to whoever is your interviewer. You're gonna give him those documents, and the other documents you're gonna give it to the U.S. Customs and Protection Borders or whatever. You're gonna give it to them when you travel for documentation purposes, and that was it, pretty much. So that's how my medical interview went, and it was pretty stressful because you're like, do I have any hidden sickness? Do I have any problems? But now we're going to talk about what are the sickness or what are the illness or diseases that can disqualify you at this step. So if you have hepatitis B, for example, you can be disqualified. If you have hepatitis C, HIV, there's a bunch of sickness. Syphilis, STDI, whatever. There's a bunch of them. I'm gonna put all of those names down in the bottom. If you have any of those, you can get disqualified. It's not short, but you can get disqualified at this step of the game. So be mindful about that. But aside from that, it was pretty good. It was smooth. There's a long wait time out there. So depending on your country, it might be different. It might be softer. So if you have a different experience, I'll be so happy to hear your experience in the comment section. And that's how it works. So if you have any other question, ask them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.